Shaq, you're the first guy I thought of when I heard this news the other day. And then I saw that you had gotten a text from Kobe that morning. Sharif had gotten one. How have you been over the last 48 hours?
Shit's getting crazy. Rest in peace to my niggas that's gone. Keep rocking for my niggas that's still here. Tell me where the fuck the time go? Feel like this life taking everyone that I know. Riding slow when I'm clutching, that's just how I go. Riding slow when I'm clutching, that's just how I go. Tell me where the fuck the time go? Feel like this life taking everyone that I know. Riding slow when I'm clutching, that's just how I go. Riding slow when I'm clutching, that's just how I go.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
My next guest is part of the MKF Collective. He's been putting out music for 2 years now. He has a few singles out and a project out. I can't wait to see what he puts out next. It's my pleasure to introduce Mack Murda. Welcome back, everyone. This is DJ Blake, keeping you up to date with all the hottest hip-hop news and sneaker talk. And today, I'm with a very special guest, the one and only Mack Murda.
What's going on?
Hey, buddy. Where are you from? You have an accent. You obviously have an accent.
Yeah, well, shit. I'm from the islands.
Oh.
Really, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. From St. Thomas. That's where my dad's from. My mom, she's from Antigua.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really, I'm not even black. I'm from,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
an islander.
Yeah, you're one of those.
People don't even know that. Yeah.
That's dope, because like there's some people are like, oh yeah, I'm from Brazil. I'm not black.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you feel weird getting put in that box that when people see you, you're just black?
I mean, it don't really matter to me,
Yeah.
because I know a lot of people don't know, but people that do know, then I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've been somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, Rihanna's his cousin. What up, man?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So how'd you get up here in Seattle? Or down here? Probably up here.
Well, Tacoma, not too far away, so, be traveling, moving around.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're part of is MKF or MFK? I always get mixed up. MKF.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved with that?
Man, that's just been my nigga since just day one type shit.
Yeah.
Like, when I moved up here from the islands, like that was my first friend up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Wow.
we've just been rocking since then. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you guys all do a good job of like supporting each other and boosting each other up?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody trying to get to a good position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because there's tons of other collectives, but you guys are the most well known, in Seattle. How do you think that came to be? Like, what did you guys do differently compared to these other collectives?
Shit, niggas just be grinding. Just keep it on and just do your thing.
Yeah.
And not worried about labels and being, put whatever. Because at the end of the day, that shit don't matter. You just got to keep grinding and,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep moving.
I like that. I interviewed Louis. That guy was dope.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys all connect? Like, when did you guys all start this? Because I'm going to be honest, I had no idea who you guys were until I started getting, like, researching more about Seattle.
Yeah.
And I started to notice how prominent you guys are. But, like, when did this all become a thing for you guys?
Well, shit, really, we was just really just pushing him, you know what I'm saying? He was really the one that was just, making music, and then everybody else, started making music too,
Mm-hmm.
Just getting more involved, it's better and more heads than one, you know what I mean?
What's more important to you guys, pushing the collective or your individual selves?
We all about putting the team on, that's for sure.
What does MKF stand for again? MFK?
Money Class Family.
Money Class Family.
Yeah.
That's dope. So how long have you been rapping now then?
I've been rapping for about 2 years now. I just really started taking it seriously a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it seems like you've been gaining a lot of attention, and your style is interesting too.
Yeah.
Do you get influence from Seattle when making music?
No, I listen to a lot of like Derez, Deshaun, and I'm influenced by like Raw Wave, Nip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm more about like feeling, like rapping about how I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? What I'm going through type shit. So people feel the pain, or feel, what I go through, or my success, my grind, whatever. Yeah.
When I was talking to Louis, he was kind of saying that Seattle and Tacoma are like completely different areas, like Tacoma sticks to Tacoma, Seattle sticks to Seattle, and you don't really say Tacoma is Seattle. Do you see that, or do you kind of say Tacoma is Seattle, part of the greater Seattle?
No, I say Tacoma's Tacoma, Seattle's Seattle. Yeah.
Why do you guys think like that though?
Because it's two different cities. Everybody moves different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just everybody moves different from Tacoma and Seattle.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think they do a good job of connecting with each other though?
Tacoma and Seattle. I've been seeing it starting to happen a little bit. So that's been looking cool. I've been seeing them doing that. So yeah. What
are you doing on your own to connect with these other artists?
Personally, I haven't really connected with too. I was getting ready to connect with Juice the God, because I had just met him at Toe Jam and whatnot.
Yeah.
Before he had passed away, and we was talking about doing a song. That was the first Seattle artist I was gonna work with.
Right.
But then some shit happened, and unfortunately he's not here no more.
What do you think he did compared to everyone else that made him get such a prominent name in Seattle? And like everyone is like, I knew who he is. I listened to his music. Like,
shit, he was coming off hard. He was doing his thing.
Right.
Yeah, he was just grinding, doing his thing. Always out there pushing his shit.
Right.
Yeah,
what can you take away from someone like that?
You can't take away from someone like that. His name's still going, and you know what I'm saying, his shit's still rocking. So that just speaks for itself right there.
Right. Do you guys do people who are actually like on the grind in Seattle look up more to him or Macklemore?
Oh, shit. I mean, I haven't heard nobody saying that they look up to Macklemore, personally, but I mean, I'm sure there's people out there. But shit, I know people from where I'm from, they probably relate more to Juice.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think Macklemore represents Seattle?
I can't even really say that because I'm not even from Seattle, so you know what I'm saying? I don't really know what Seattle's about like that.
That's so weird though. But like, if you're doing shows and stuff, you have to come up to Seattle, right? Or do you focus on?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just not. I ain't never really kicked it a day in Seattle, or just been. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole day or a couple days. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in Seattle, I'm coming to do something real quick. I'm here like 2-3 hours and I'm gone. Yeah.
What makes you like Tacoma? Or do you like it? I don't know.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. That's, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Right.
So that's what I know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you think you're the type of artist who'd like to stay in Tacoma and grow in Tacoma, or if like a record deal came along that pushed you out to LA or something like that, would you go?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely open to go to new places, try new things. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's everybody's plan. Nobody wants to stay local forever. You know what I mean?
But don't you think that Tacoma and Seattle could become a hotspot, or do you not think so?
I do think it could become a hotspot. We just gotta. I don't know if everybody got the same mentality, like they're trying to get their city jumping, trying to get it moving.
Why though? Is it because it's hard, or?
That too, some people don't be wanting to support. It just depends. You just got to keep on grabbing the attention of the people, really.
Right. Do you focus on support from other places, or do you really do you feel like your collective supports you enough in a way? Because I'm not part of a collective. I know some artists that are in collectives, some that aren't. Like, what are the upsides of being in a collective?
The upsides of being a collective, you got people, support you, tell you, hey, if you're slipping, do this, do that, you need to put something down, do this, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel that, because I feel like, can't sometimes collectives get in like a power struggle in a way?
Power struggle? What you mean?
Like someone thinks, oh, I'm the face of the collective. No, I'm the face of the collective. Like, is Louis like the face of your collective in a way, or Or do you guys try to be?
Definitely. He's
Yeah.
the face. Yeah, he definitely is the face. He's been pushing it for, you feel me? But I feel like I don't know if he's looking at it like that. So you know what I mean. You gotta ask him like, you know what I'm saying.
What makes you stand out in your collective?
Shit, just grinding, putting, different sound. I got a different sound than everybody else, so
Right.
I don't feel like they're making the same type of music that I'm making. We make. I feel like we all make different music.
Right. We're in a time where like it's easy to like hop on a wave and then blow up and get like a few songs that are popping and things like that. Is it harder, or like do you think it's necessary to have a different sound even though people try to chase some type of wave or sound that's not unique to themselves?
I don't know about. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, I have seen some artists that be just trying to jump on waves. Like, Tyga started making trap music out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We was just talking about that. Tyga was making trap music. And I was like, "What you doing?" But we know Tyga for making dance music. You
Right.
know what I mean? Club music. Yeah.
When you're recording stuff, is it all just with your collective, or do you go to like other studios?
Yeah,
or-
I go to I try to work with other people. Like, I've been working with Robert Martinez and Xavier Lawrence.
Oh, cool.
Lately. Yeah.
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 How have you put an out yet, or?
No, I haven't put out an album. I just put out a little EP just to let people hear a little something.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to figure that out. What's the difference between like LPs, EPs, and albums? Because some people like they'll say they're an EP, but they'll call it an album when they're talking to someone and things like that. So like,
Yeah.
what's the big difference between all
well,
this?
some people just EP is just really just like a short body of work. You
Right.
know what I mean? Just to get people, because an album can be considered like 7 songs, and you can win a Grammy off of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So do people not really win awards off of EPs? I guess.
I don't know.
Huh.
I'm not sure. Actually.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah, I never thought about that either. I don't know.
So you have a deep as fuck voice. Do you use that to your advantage at all?
No, not really. No.
What do you think? What can you get from your music? Like when people are listening to it, what do you think people can understand about you through your music?
I feel like people feel my struggle, feel what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just talking about shit that I've been through. You know, shit I go through on a daily basis, and just the struggle and the grind that I put in to try to get into a better position.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like everybody's been through or had some pain, or trying to get to a better position in
Right.
life.
Are you trying to be an influence?
Definitely. I don't want to I don't want to be influencing people to do like, worse than they got going on, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you're somebody that's around me, grinding with me, I'm trying to get you to do, do better all the time. Like, for me, what you doing today, like.
Right. But do you think your name's like an influence? Because think about it, it's like it says Murda in it, you know?
Hey, I know. Hey, I know that be coming off, hard, but that's just my hood name, so
Yeah?
Yeah.
How does that come about? How do you get like a hood name and stuff like that?
That's just for me a name you grow up with.
This kid grew up with it.
Yeah.
But does that mean you murdered someone? I can't tell. That's no comment.
Yeah, it's just shit you grow up with, bro.
Right. But so how old are you?
26.
26. What made you start making music just 2 years ago?
I've always been influenced by music, but I just really just started trying to. I feel like I got some good music and I got some shit people want to hear.
You definitely do. That is crazy to me that it's only been 2 years, because like you do have a different sound. It seems like you put time into it. Has music always been a passion of yours, and you just didn't feel like you had a voice up until 2 years ago, or?
No, I did music, but I just didn't put anything out yet because I didn't feel like I was ready to, for what I want them to hear yet.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you want to use your platform to do as you continue to grow?
I'm really using my platform for longevity to be able to, you know, really be able to feed my people and the people after me.
Yeah, generational wealth. You know, what do you think? So, why does that intrigue people? Do you think the generational wealth? What does that mean to you?
It means that I know my daughter's gonna be straight, her daughter's gonna be straight, their daughter's gonna be straight. You know, whoever else in the family. You know what I mean?
Right. But how do you teach your family lessons about that? Like to show them that this isn't just like free money; it's something you've had to work for. How do you like instill values into family members? Like it doesn't even have to be like kids, even like uncles or anything like that. If they get money,
everybody got to work for it. Everybody got to do something. You know what I mean? You got to help out in some type of way. You know, as things get bigger, you know, gotta just come together. You know, even if somebody's doing security, somebody's running books, whatever.
Right. So you're the type of person who'd keep like your friends and family close as you continue to grow. Like have a friend being a manager and things like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. That's important. Yeah. Some people try to like outsource to other people. What is your?
I'm not opposed to working with, you know, outside people. You know, I definitely do want to work with outside people, but you know, for now, just keep it in the family. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense though. Like help the ones that supported you. You know.
Yeah.
Do you have any aspirations outside of music?
Outside of music, no, not really.
No.
Yeah, that's just what I'm chasing right now. That's what I'm after.
What would prove to you that, like, in your mind, what shows that you've made it? Like, what are you looking for that instills in you that, you know what, I'm in a good place, I've made it? Is it like a shout out from like a bigger rapper? Is it the money, the influence?
When everybody, I mean, I really don't care about being famous, really. It's just when I know the family's good and they're gonna be taken care of, that's when I know.
Mm-hmm. So if there was another way to like get money, like being an actor or something even, and that still brought in the same amount of money, would you do that? Or is it still come down to that you actually do love music?
I definitely would.
Yeah.
Acting, yeah, you know, shit. Rappers do that all the time, hop in movies, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would be with that.
Mm-hmm. Like Ludacris.
Yeah.
Dude, they're on Fast.
Ludacris and the Fast and the Furious. Hey, getting this go out on me.
Did you see that? They're on Fast and Furious 9 now.
Oh, for real?
Like in the what's it called? The video just came out like a few days ago.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Damn.
They're just milking that for all it's worth.
Yeah.
At this point.
They should have stopped when Paul Walker died.
Yes, for real.
I was like, damn, you guys are still. And have you seen Hobbs and Shaw?
I haven't seen. I saw all about it though. Did you listen? Did you watch it?
I watched it for like 30 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Just left.
You just left.
Yeah,
oh my god.
It was hella corny.
Yeah.
It was hella corny.
Because I think they're running out of ideas.
Yeah.
How many cliffs can we drive off of? How many skyscrapers can we drive through? Shit like that.
Matter of fact, I just seen a meme on Facebook talking about they brought Han back or something like that again for a movie.
What the?
And I know he died like 2 times in the movie already. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know why they keep doing that.
Do you think actors that turn into musicians are better, or musicians that turn into actors? Like, who transitions better?
Probably a rapper turning into an actor, because if you see somebody that's an actor and then they start rapping, you're gonna be like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a basketball player? Like, what's his name? Who's that one guy who's that one guy who he's always collaborating with, like Damian Lillard?
Yeah.
What do you think about him?
Damian, he definitely got some bars for sure. Yeah.
What about Lonzo? I haven't heard anything about Lonzo Ball.
Oh, I haven't listened to Lonzo Ball shit. I haven't listened to it. Shit, Shaq used to.
Used to yes.
I guess he was really on the charts. Like, yeah, he was really on the charts doing this thing.
And he was a superhero too.
Yeah,
he said everything. I was talking about someone with that. My last interview, I was talking to someone about that. About how he's done, like, he's in like the General commercials.
Yeah.
He's been a rapper. He's been a basketball player.
Yeah.
He's been everything. Mm-hmm. You look like you could be a basketball player. How tall are you?
I used to play basketball. I'm 6'5".
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm the complete opposite. I'm 5'6". Dude, my mom's 4'11", so I'm stuck with like these tiny jeans.
Oh, how tall's your dad?
5'10".
5'10". Oh yeah.
How tall are your parents?
Shit. Nah, my dad's short, which is the crazy thing. He's like, my dad's like 5'8".
Oh, what the?
Yeah, my mom's like 5'4".
Dang.
Yeah, so I don't even. I don't know how I got this tall. It just
Right. So you said you did basketball. What happened to that?
yeah.
You're a good football player, honestly.
I just stopped. Oh no, shit! I stopped playing football in high school. It was bad. I cracked my rotator cuff. I was cool.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What position were you?
Tight end.
Hey.
Yeah.
I played football. I was a running back.
Running back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you like football or basketball better?
Basketball, definitely.
Can you dunk?
Yeah. Shit, not no more. I don't hoop no more. I ain't been on the court in a minute.
Damn.
Oh man, it's been damn near probably like 2 years for me. I ain't hooped in a while.
Yeah, I used to be so good at shooting and shit, and now I just suck, man. Like, I'll miss the basket altogether. I'm like, what the fuck happened to me?
I still come out there for me, hit some buckets. And yeah, you feel me? Everything.
So when it comes to the studio, how often are you like writing music or recording music?
On a weekly basis.
Man,
Yeah.
What
Try to stay in there every week.
what resources do you get out of a collective? Like, you have a manager and all that, right?
Mhm.
How did that come about?
He just came at me like, "Hey, I feel like I can get you lined up for some stuff." I said, "Hey, let's do
Hey.
it. Let's see." Hey, you know, 2 heads is better than one.
Mm-hmm. Is it hard to find someone that can like portray you in the correct light, though?
Yeah, when they know what you got going on and how you want to be represented, then then I feel like that trust is there. 'Cause
Right.
we already have built trust, so it's all good.
Yeah, that makes sense. So so you said you don't really focus on collaboration outside of like your collective and stuff, or you do? Or?
No, I don't. I really just, if I feel like somebody be good on a song, I'll ask them if they're, if not, it's all good. And, just keep it pushing. I'm not worried about who's on my music.
Right.
Yeah, that don't, you know what I mean? That don't mean nothing to me.
Right. How do you decide who you want to work with though? Like, what characteristics about someone? Like, or do you focus on the music they're making or the person they are as a person, or?
All that comes into play, and also, just like what I want, like if I want the song to sound a certain way, and if I don't feel like nobody else is matching that sound, I'm just,
Right.
And a lot of my songs are more personal though too anyways, so it's most of my music's really not about songs that I really want to put other people on right now.
Right.
I'm still trying to just build my name, and then I'll really worry about working with people. If people reach out, then I'll be like, oh, yep, it's all good. We can do a song.
Yeah.
But I'm not really too focused on doing songs with people.
That makes sense. What made you decide that rap was the best expression for you and not like pop or country?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck around and make a Mexican song, make a little Hispanic song. No, I'm playing. No, but, I mean, that's just how we express ourselves, shit. I mean, really, since I moved up from the islands, I mean, I still listen to reggae and stuff, but I'm still I got a couple reggae songs on the low, so I'm not, I might put it out one day, but it's not like full, like it's like a reggae type beat, but I'm rapping on it.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
A lot of people do that. Like Lil Wayne is good at that too, bro.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest influence when it comes to music? In Seattle and outside of Seattle?
I don't got no influences here.
Probably Lil Mosey. Just kidding.
Lil Mosey's dope though.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not influenced by his music though.
Right.
Like I'm influenced by Derez Deshawn.
And Shaq.
Yeah. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Shaq, that's my dog. What you mean?
Yeah, I can see you meeting Shaq one day, bro.
Shit.
You guys can both be in a General commercial, man.
Hey, I'm with it.
Right.
I'm with it.
So, are you ever interested in like getting into like clothing brands or anything like that?
Yeah, I was just thinking about doing that. I was gonna push some shirts for my EP that I just dropped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get that from like the Louis thing? Because he's like doing the. Like,
That's
what made people start doing like merch with their album stuff, anyways?
That's what I mean. Really, E40 started that shit with
Ugh.
tape out the trunk. for me, Nipsey.
Yeah.
Tape out the trunk. He's selling Crenshaw shirts. You know, that's really what the whole formula came about. Like, that's how you can make money without having to, you know what I'm saying, do it. You know, just another way to make money off of, not even off of shows. You know, so because shows, then you get your album sales, music sales. You know what I mean, and all that comes together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How does it come to booking? Like, have you been able to book shows and all that? And how does that happen for you? Because for some people, it takes them years to actually be able to consistently go on tour or anything like that. And weren't you just like in LA or something?
I just came from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah. How did that happen?
Yeah, Vegas was cool. You know, shit. Really, I was just out there. Was just fucking around for my brother's birthday and shit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Why wasn't I invited?
Shit, I just met you.
It feels like we've been friends forever.
No, you can slide though, for real. We be in Vegas all the time. So,
really?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
You ain't never been to Vegas?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you said you're 20?
19.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Damn.
I can still hang out.
21, you got to slide.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Vegas is lit.
Yeah. What are your opinions on Seattle and like Vegas being like a 21 and up cities? Like, because you started after you turned 21, so I don't know if it really affected you, did it?
Oh, are you talking about the tobacco?
Like all that stuff. Like,
I mean, shit, that sucks for the people. Oh shit, you can't.
No, I'm
do
good.
You smoke?
Sometimes.
Oh shit. Yeah, if you smoke, that's all bad for you. I mean,
I think I have
nasty.
I have a conspiracy theory about juuling. I think that in the next like 10 years or so, it's gonna turn out like if you hit a jewel 10 times, you're gonna get like some crazy ass cancer or some shit. Right. I think that's gonna happen. So I've decided like that's something I'm not gonna do, because you're literally like burning chemicals and shit. And people are like, oh, I know everything that's in it. There's nicotine, blah blah blah. But I'm like, if scientists don't know everything that's in it, how are you supposed to know it? You know. Yeah. I think me and you should team up with Shaq and like make a PSA about juuling. Yeah,
we can do that. Cause I don't fuck with that shit too. And that smoke, when you see the smoke, that should be like thicker than your car smoke.
Thicker than my afro.
Like that shit is crazy. Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. That is thicker than car smoke. I've never thought of that. Is like that's insane.
Yeah. I be seeing people driving on the freeway blowing that shit. Oh you know, you can smell it in your car too, even with them driving on the freeway. That shit's.
And if you have those like big mods and stuff, you look like a total douchebag. I'm just gonna be straightforward, man. Hey, bro.
Oh shit.
You know what I've noticed? Because you need to. I just feel like you'd be good on my second podcast. I have a side podcast I'm making. Yeah. It's called BBC. It stands for. It stands for Blake's Burton Conspiracies. Yeah. So I want to start having like people who have. It's gonna be like a long thing too. I don't want to just like have a 5-minute thing. So like, if someone's gonna be on the episode, they have to like have like it all like do some research and stuff on it. Yeah. But basically, you should definitely be on that podcast.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Are you into conspiracy theories at all?
Yeah, I'm with it. What kind of conspiracy are you talking about?
So, anything like they can be anywhere from aliens to government, from shit like Shaq. Oh, my conspiracy about Shaq. My thing about Shaq. Because in your pictures, I thought you know who Bernie Mac is. Oh. In your pictures, you look like Bernie Mac.
That's my nigga.
And then you look like a mixture of Bernie Mac and like Shaq together. That's why I keep bringing up Shaq. But I actually have a conspiracy about him. I think that he like got into some financial trouble, and that's why he tried to become a rapper, an actor, a superhero, and like he's in like all these commercials. Yeah. That's my opinion, because I'm like, why are you in so many shit like that?
Shaq just be shit. He's a fucking DJ and a police officer. Everything. He's a fucking DJ, police officer.
But why? Why is all that?
Oh, he's a doctor too.
I swear he got his like medical.
Oh no, I bet he does. He's probably a pastor also. The greatest influence of all time.
Damn. No shit. No, I think they just get in their bag. You know, shit. That's just what they do.
Yeah. I guess so. But you definitely do look like Bernie Mac. I definitely see that shit. That's funny. Man. So, what's your opinions on cultural appropriation? like when you like see like white guys rapping or anything like that, even when it comes down to dressing or anything like that? Do you think it's just people being people, or does that like offend you at all? Because you are dark as fuck, you know.
Shit,
So
I don't care. People can do whatever they want.
yeah,
You know, it is what it is.
yeah,
I feel like everybody can judge. You can feel if somebody's being real or not. You know what I mean? So you know what it is. Don't stress about it.
right. And what I've noticed about a lot of black people is that they have like short hair, you know. And why is that though? You know, because I'm like, if I want to stand out and like make a name for myself, I think it's important to like stand out. So like I have like a Mickey Mouse tattoo. Like who else has a Mickey Mouse tattoo? I have long ass hair.
Yeah.
But like I see most black guys and they have like really short hair and fades and like waves. Why is that though? Like why does everyone have like short hair?
I feel like that's shit. That's just if that's what that is. I feel like I know a lot of people with dreads.
Yeah, but that's dreads. Like no one just like lets it grow out like an afro.
Hey, you know
Why
who
is
he
that?
looks like?
Oh no, it's gonna be some fucked up person or something.
Why he look like Corbin Blue off of
No, fuck! I've gotten that.
Oh shit.
I've gotten that, man.
Oh,
We got Bernie Mac and Corbin Blue up here. Yeah.
hey, that's why you got the Mickey Mouse tattoo. I see you. All right.
I'm dead, man. Well, what is some advice that you have for up and coming Seattle? No, you're not even from Seattle. That's my thing. Okay, what is your
Yeah, you don't
advice
gotta-
for Tacoma artists?
My advice for artists in Washington, just in general. I just met somebody from the Tri-Cities last night.
Do you know Karma Knows?
Who?
Do you know Karma Knows?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's from the Tri-Cities. He's pretty dope.
I have to look him up. Yeah. But I just met this dude named Hype LaFleur last night. He was
Oh.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
He's cool. Yeah, you probably have to tap in with him
For sure.
for an interview. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing when I meet someone. I always want to see like who they remind me of. So that's the thing for me. So you like Bernie Mac, Shaq, like everyone looks like someone. You know what I want to do? I want to get to the point where people say, "Oh, you look like Blake," not like, "Oh, you look like Corbin Blue." You know,
Yeah.
I think that's when you've made it. When you have someone's making you a Wikipedia page,
Yeah.
and people will be like, "Oh, you look like that guy," not you look like that guy. Yeah. But yeah, what is your advice for these up and coming Seattle artists, creators, influencers, Washington? I mean, God damn it.
Just keep grinding, stay consistent.
Right.
Shit, motherfuckers might not believe in you right now, but you just gotta make them believe. You gotta just show them, and just you show them, and you got that confidence in yourself. They're gonna see that confidence, and they're gonna pick up at it eventually.
For sure.
Just keep at it.
Do you use your height as an advantage?
Nah,
I feel like you can brand yourself on that somehow.
off of being tall.
Yeah.
So I could just start saying that I'm Shaq's nephew or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's no, someone already did that. What's that guy's name? Big Shaq or whatever. You know that guy? He's an artist who he blew up with one song like last year. His name's like Big Shaq or something like that. And then Shaq got on the remix.
What? No.
You heard that? And Shaq on the remix for it.
Uh-uh.
I forget what it's called. What that guy's either the song's called Big Shaq or his name is Big Shaq. Either way. Well, Murda Mack. Is that another thing? Mack Murda.
It's Mac, yeah.
Is that something you're gonna always keep?
Yeah.
Even in this like PC woke warrior time period?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I think it could work. Just gotta stick with it. What are your opinions on people who change their names throughout like their life?
Shit, that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Huh. I wonder if that's hard to brand yourself though if you keep switching names.
I don't think so. If you got people that's supporting you,
Yeah.
they're not gonna care.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
But, well, shit. Actually, I was actually hurt when I seen Jamie Foxx's wasn't his real name. I said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he did that so people would think he was a girl or some shit like that.
Oh, that's what he said. Okay.
Yeah, he was like, yeah. And then like Red Fox is like one of his like inspirations, so that's where he got Fox from. But Jamie is like a boy or a girl name.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think he made it a boy name. I don't. Before that, like that's when you think of Jamie, that's the only guy you think of really.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like a girl name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mack Murda, what are some final words you have for Seattle, Tacoma, Washington, your friends, your foes?
Shit, stay tuned. We still grinding. Got some more music on the way. We got some shows on the way. We got videos on the way. We're going to keep on grinding. You keep grinding, we're going to get to it.
If you get stay grinding tattooed across your chest, I'll do the same.
All right, let's do it.
There we go. This is DJ Blake and
Out.
and out. No, you gotta say your name. Restart. This is DJ Blake and
Mack Murda out.
there you go.
DJ Blake back with another one.
Yep.